I remember just closing my eyes and just telling myself, like, I blinked for like, I literally closed my eyes for like 4 or 5 seconds, and I opened them up again, and I was like, damn, this is really happening. And I just felt like the energy there was just like amazing.
Today, I made my way to Madera, California, located in the heart of the Central Valley, to interview 2 young men who stepped up and led in their city after the murder of a street vendor in Fresno, California. What did you think about street vendors growing up?
Street vendors, the kindest people in the community. Like, I'm serious. So after school, get home, and then I'd wait every single day. The elotero man, for the churro man, for the raspado man, for just, for everything. Because growing up where I lived, there was like a busy corner and stuff like that. So it was hard for me to actually go to the corner. So when I was like 8 or 9, my parents wouldn't let me, So I had to would just wait for them. But yeah.
I was always pretty close with like a couple of our street vendors and like elotero mans and stuff like that. I remember when we were younger, I would come home from school and like we had at least like 7 of us that lived on our little like block, and we all used to play soccer every day. And every time around like 6 after like school on Fridays, every time the same ice cream man would always come by. And there would be times where he would actually come and play with us, and play a little bit of soccer, kick the ball, header it a little bit. Every single one of us would always get the Oreo ice cream paleta. The Oreo ice cream paleta.
The snowstorm?
Yeah,
that one?
Yeah.
That one's hella good.
And the Oreo paleta. The cup one too.
I like the snowstorm.
But when we had like $1, we would get the paleta one. The snowstorm cup is a little bit more expensive.
That one was a $2 one.
Especially for some kids that didn't have too much,
Growing
we
up,
just have like $1 in our sock ready to go.
Growing up, that took all my coins, the snowstorm, bro.
All our quarters,
I swear.
Yeah.
You can be in the heart of the Central Valley, the inner city of LA, San Diego, or all the way to the Bay, and what you're going to realize is that street vendors are staples of El Barrio. And our memories with them go way back to our childhood. The mangoneadas, elotes, raspados, you name it. Those were our best highlights of our day, way before Uber Eats, Postmates, DoorDash. These were the people pulling up with their delicious treats in our city streets. And that's because growing up brown, especially in California, street vendors are a staple of our community. What do you think about street vendors now?
I still feel the same. Like, even on Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, I skip the store. I skip Save Mart, I skip Walmart, I skip all those stores. I go straight to the street vendors. I get all the flowers, I get all the chocolates, the teddy bears, everything. And just it's just, you see just hardworking people on in the corner just trying to just hustle and just eat and just, just feed their family.
How did you all find out about what happened in Fresno, about Lorenzo?
When I first found out, I had a friend that had sent me a post. He was just like, oh, look what happened in Fresno. Like, some guy named Lorenzo Perez, they fatally shot him and he was killed, and they robbed him for his hard-earned money and stuff like that. And then that's when we all came.
It was going viral, honestly. It was going viral all over through my Instagram and
especially because it's a local city from us. It's only 20 minutes away, Fresno. So we felt really impacted by that.
Yeah, that really touched my heart, honestly, a lot.
Because that could have been one of our street vendors, That could have been the street vendor that played soccer with us when I was little,
Literally, it could have happened to anybody.
Yeah.
That could have been a street vendor that played soccer with us. Suddenly, the distance between 2 counties, 2 cities becomes erased, and a stranger's life becomes tied to someone who has never met them. This is compassion, and it's the oneness like this, a willingness to allow yourself to connect with someone, a street vendor, in this way that makes people want to get up, get out, and do something.
To be honest, when I first found out, it hurt me a lot, because knowing the fact that he was Hispanic, and probably that day, he probably didn't even make more than $40, $50, For him to go out there and just push that car all day in the sun, just for someone to just take everything.
Not just his money, but take him away from his family.
Literally.
From his kids. And that's just pretty tough because
from the community.
We have a lot of friends that their parents actually have parents that actually sell the remate or the flea market and stuff like that, And so for someone to come and try to take them away from their family over a couple of dollars, man, it's just really sad to hear.
It is.
Really sad to hear,
What broke my heart the most was when we went to Fresno for the event that they had for Lorenzo Perez.
The
so when I spoke to his son, when he was telling me that people tried lowballing his dad, and people would get mad when he would say no and stuff like that. So they tried robbing him and stuff like that. So it happened a couple times, and like
it wasn't the first time he's been harassed, you know, by other people. Like, a lot of people were always trying to like skimp him of what his product was worth, you know. Some people would even try like stealing from him, like a couple like
or running off,
without paying and stuff like that.
As a daughter of a street vendor, verbal assaults, robberies, murder are not new. It's just that now people are starting to find out about it thanks to social. But street vendors have always been targeted. Most conduct their business with cash, are undocumented, have limited English skills, and are reluctant to call the cops. This is why it's so important for those of us who carry the privileges that street vendors don't, do as much as we can to ensure their safety and security. Because now more than ever, the plight of street vendors has been brought to light, and it's on us to address it.
I literally closed my eyes for like 4 or 5 seconds, and I opened them up again, and I was like damn, this is really happening.